Hi, Germ.
Hi, Spore.
Welcome back to BoredHouse. We've got some splaining to do.
I will not be explaining anything.
I will be explaining everything. Then that's okay. We took a little time off because, well, we got busy. And we came at this whole thing up a little bit too aggressive, I think. I'm not pointing any fingers.
I think...
But one of the two of us came up with a very ambitious upload schedule that the other one of the two of us could not meet.
I don't know who's who, but I don't think that was an issue. But here we are.
So we got a special guest with us today. A Nano _ Nano, the official, the one, the only. Hi, Nano.
Can I say something now?
Yes.
You can say everything, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Nano.
Hi.
That's the whole interview, guys. Thank you so much for showing
All right,
up.
guys. I was about to say same time, same place, but that's the wrong thing.
Whoa!
That's not the sign off. That's not the
This is not the right. That's not the sign off for this channel.
I don't think we have a sign off yet.
Nano's a streaming friend that we met like 2 years ago. Nano, can you believe it's already 2 years?
I can't believe it. I don't know that much things about you guys.
It's fun. I think that keeps like the friendship mysterious and sexy because then we learn something new about each other.
Oh, true.
Yeah. We don't know how many people Nano's killed. Nano doesn't know how many people I've killed.
It's true. It's like an arranged marriage.
Could just be dead right now, you know?
Could be.
Exactly.
Might be a ghost.
So Nano, I guess we should talk about kind of like this, how we met, kind of. We didn't really meet. How we came to know about each other through the internet. It was like one of your viewers kept telling you to raid me, and you only had like 50 followers at the time.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say. I think you had like 57 followers the first time I went to your channel.
And it was Just a Goose or Zara who was like, go raid Spore, go do it. And I'm like, that guy sounds super freaking annoying, dude.
What the fuck?
Well, you were like half correct. There you go.
But like, I was like, maybe he's another customer.
Uh-huh.
For my OnlyFans, you know?
Now I'm just salty.
Of course.
So we end up raiding Spore, and I dropped my OnlyFans link, and then we started DMing each other.
Spore immediately jumped on the link. He started, and he clicked that. Like, no hesitation.
This is fake news. This is false information.
I was there, guys. I was throughout the whole history. I know all of it.
You weren't even there.
And that's not true.
Grim was my director.
Exactly.
That's true.
This
Financial
is all
advisor.
planned, actually.
No, but the serious story is Zara told you to start raiding me, and you kept coming in and spamming your like off-brand bootleg emotes. And I was like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? And you had, what was the character that you were using?
I went on Fiverr, and there was like this Filipino guy that was like super broke and like having issues or whatever. And he's like, hire me. So I hired him, and he just put me together.
So that emote, you actually paid for that emote.
Yeah, but it was like $10.
I stand with my previous statement about it looking bootleg. So anyway, so you're spamming those in there.
Before we move on, can I just say that at the time, Spore had Android emojis as his emotes, so I don't know what he's talking about.
That's false. I had Toasty at the time, and you know it. Shut the fuck up.
He had Android emojis.
No. False.
Anyways.
No. False. Toasty, this was 4 months after Toasty's conception. You don't slander me, okay? I know where you live. I have your address.
It's true. I know where you live.
It's true. Guys, Germ and I are going to send each other. You know what? I can't say that. I was going to say something that I think doesn't work.
Pipe or anything.
I was going to say pipe. Germ, you have to bleep out both instances of pipe.
I'll just write it on screen so you guys can see.
Just bleep out the part, but leave in the pipe so that when the YouTube algorithm hears it, it just hears pipe. We were going to mail each other pipes.
Yes.
For smoking. Make sure you bleep out all of them. Every single one of them.
Oh, God.
Stop saying
Okay, we're good. All right. So anyway, right, going back to the story. So I started raiding Nano in return. Because the first time I went over there, you were a VTuber, and I want to talk about this because I think it's really interesting. Nano was a VTuber 2 years before it was trendy.
True.
Way before it was cool.
Way before it was cool. And Nano, I remember the very first time, I used to go over to Nano's stream all the time, and I'd like throw 100 bits or throw, just like spam like 1 bit at a time up to 100. But I would try to do that all the time. And I remember the first time Nano did a face cam stream, I was blown away because I did not expect Nano to look the way Nano did. And
wait, do you remember what I look like?
I also remember
absolutely.
what you look like. But
I'm not gonna describe you on stream. I don't want to dox you like that.
No, go for it.
Long brown hair, and then you have brown eyes, and Nano face.
Yeah.
But you never show your real hair on stream. Always a wig.
Anymore, anyway. I was gonna say that was.
But the first time it was you were really excited because you were doing a CS:GO cosplay. You had your little kunai knife, your like tactical vest, and it was super sweet. It was super cool, and I was all there for it. And then you did one more face cam stream after that, and I remember you were in normal clothing. You were wearing like a red t-shirt, and then after that you turned off the camera and you said that you didn't feel comfortable with the camera on, and I was like, man, we can't do that. You had, I mean, there's so much there. You know what I mean? So much talent, so much just
that's a time capsule.
Person.
We're not going back.
Right.
No, a time capsule you do go back for.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming back eventually. We're making.
And I remember telling you something. I said one thing. I said, I don't know if you remember this, but I said, if you're not comfortable on camera, then just dress up as someone else. And I
wait. This is your fault that I look like this?
I alluded to cosplay, and I remember like 3 days later you showed up with the cosplay with the I think it was the silver wig. That's the same one you've always had, right?
I don't know. I went through different iterations. I did like an Attack on Titan cosplay, and then that evolved into.
And
like,
you had pink eyes for a little while, and then.
Oh yeah, no, it was the white wig first, like the gray wig, and it had pink eyes and white hair and like pale skin.
Yep. So I was just really happy that like I was able to kind of like you were heading down the road of let me hide myself, and I was like, no,
oh Jesus,
don't do that. So that's kind of where I've really been able to have a front row seat to your journey over the last 2 years, and like as your friend and a viewer, it's been really special.
I'm evolving like a Pokemon.
It's been really special, and I've really, it's just made me so proud of you to see where you've come and how far you've come so far. So
well, we keep
that's the story of how Nano and I got to know each other, got to become acquainted through the power of the interwebs, through the Twitches. And now Nano has like fucking 8 times the followers I have, and like way more concurrent viewers and tons of thousands of followers, and doing this full time. And it's really cool. So
well, I'm not special at all.
I don't know if Nano wants to explain like when you guys met, like what it was like, obviously for her at the time, because it was different, obviously.
I don't
right?
remember.
Yes, Nano doesn't remember.
I think I have like this weird condition where I forget bad memories.
Oh really?
Well, I think we should talk about some of that today. Some of the stuff. So one of the things you did recently is you settled on a name. So for those who don't know, Nano is trans, right, Nano?
I think Nano can explain this because
Nano should explain this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm horrible at explaining this, even though I have a whole channel that explains it, you know?
At youtube.com/nano.
Nano 4 times. Oh yeah.
It is. It's literally Nano 4 times.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead and explain
I think
what
it's
your deal
super
is.
weird explaining it because I'm just like a human being, you know?
Yeah, that's why. I was just gonna explain it for you, but Gurm made you do this. This is all Gurm's fault.
Oh Jesus! And I do it again.
Yeah, I was born a boy. I grew up in a Mexican household, so there was like, and in the area that I lived in, there was like a lot of gangsters or whatever. So like, being gay or being trans was not a thing, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're a gangster, you can't be a gangster and trans. That doesn't make any sense.
True.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like you could be, you know?
I'm trying to pull up my Facebook and I can show you the gangster photos. So I can be like Thug Life to E-Girl or something.
Wait.
I actually did it.
That would be insane, actually.
I have seen one of these photos, at least. But the thing is, well, you're pulling up that photo. So when I first met you, you hadn't fully come out as
I was like
trans
non-binary, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then
I
I
didn't
remember
know
like
what the hell I was doing.
6 months after then, you were flip-flopping between like he and then they and then she and then back to they and then back to he. And I remember just being in DMs with Gurm. We were just in a call. We were like, She'll figure it out at some point.
Well, because like when Spore introduced me to Nano, like immediately I mean it's not a bad thing, Nano, and I hope you don't get offended by it, but basically
No, go for it.
I immediately recognized like, oh, Nano doesn't seem like a traditional he him, right? And I would constantly ask Spore, I'm like, does Nano go by she, they, he? And you didn't really have
in my
anything.
naivete, I pardon me, very unfamiliar with trans at the time. I would say that through watching you and your like journey, I have learned a lot about trans and I guess trans acceptance and all of that, which is an interesting journey for me too. But I honestly didn't know. I just liked your personality. So I didn't ever think about like, oh, this person is a trans person,
Right.
or this person might be questioning. I was just like, I like Nano. They're funny. So
Yeah, I like that.
And
Germ started telling me that stuff, and I was like, what? No, that's a thing?
Dude, there's something weird about Germ. Germ can read me like a book. We were playing Among Us, and he just like read me easily. I would like lie, and no one else would fall for it, or like everyone. I mean, like I would super convincing, you know.
It's
And then
true.
Germ can catch me. Germ, he just reads my mind.
You and Germ
it's-
you have a lot of similarities in, I guess, cultural background, because both you and
That's
Germ grew up
true.
in Mexican households.
That's
Both
true.
you and Germ, your orientation is not well accepted by your surrounding, except for you, Nano. Your situation, I was really a nice story to hear that your mom and your sisters are like super into it.
Well,
Kind of.
You would say.
you know, it's not my defining feature being trans, but like people take it personally, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go play video games or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna go post my
that's-
beehole on OnlyFans.
Nano has an OnlyFans, by the way, if you want to get into that. But
No, stop it right
wait,
now.
just circling back, that's kind of like, obviously when I was telling Spore all that stuff, it wasn't that I just think of you that way, Nano. It's more of I want to respect somebody if they seem like they're not. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is for me. Like, obviously just trying to be respectful, and I don't know, there's some people who don't tell you stuff, and that's fine. You know, to some extent, like, we want to try to be, like Spore said, it's like a journey, as weird as it sounds, because I was the same. I don't think I had too many, like, experiences with trans people, and it just works to, like, for everyone basically to be normal. It's like how Spore kind of came into the LGBT after, like, we met, you know?
Yeah, I always thought that was kind of weird because he was like
Yep.
this gamer guy,
Yeah.
and then now he's like an LGBT icon.
He's just like an ally, and he's sitting there, but it's like
No, I'm just sitting here.
he kind of he accepted it, you know, because he didn't have that judgment, which is really nice.
I just like to surround myself with people who make me laugh and don't treat me differently for me being weird. So it turns out if you hang out with people who already get treated differently for being different, then they'll be less likely to treat you differently for being different.
True.
So
In like high school, I always hung out with like the special ed kids or like the remedial classes. So we just come from all different backgrounds. So that's
I
kind
hung
of
out with
like-
our club. That's the same thing. You know?
Yeah.
Special ed, same thing.
I mean, I was in normal classes for the most part, but it was like, these people don't care what you look like. They don't care what you do. They don't care what you listen to. As long as you can just make dick jokes or like anything, they're just accepting.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
that's curious, Nano, because I was also in, like, I knew a lot of the special ed kids, because, like, I think starting in 3rd grade, they would put all the bilingual kids with the special ed kids, because it was like this, yeah, it was like this weird theory that, oh, since they're all learning the same stuff, like, it really helps them to advance each other. And I kind of just knew them for, like, the entirety of my high school too. Like, from 3rd grade to high school, I knew all these kids. We would just, like, be really cool with each other. That's weird. Like, we literally have some stuff that's really, like, weirdly in common.
Yeah, which
Told
is
you.
weird. Just have all the weird kids in one room and then they become friends.
It's true. It's very nice.
So you recently chose a name for yourself.
Well, it's not really recent, but I don't know how recent it is. I don't know.
All right, you at some point chose a name for yourself.
Yeah. You know
And
what
it's-
it is?
Yeah.
It's Evelyn. Evelyn
It's
is super
Evelyn.
cute.
Now, did you
Nobody
think
calls
of
me
Evelyn?
Evelyn though. Nobody calls me that. It's super weird. I'm still not used to hearing it or whatever, but it's like on all my packages.
I have started internally identifying you as Evelyn, because I don't know your name, but what would it be called? Dead naming? That'd be called dead naming, right?
That name is gonna
Yeah.
be your real life, or the name that you were given at birth with.
Yeah.
I think I know that name, but I'm not gonna say it. But yeah. So now that I have a name that you have publicly put out there, I'm going to use that name. So I've been like Nano Evelyn, like
Everybody just
flashcards
calls
on the
me Nano.
refrigerator. Well, yeah, obviously, but like it's like I'm not gonna DM you and be like, "Hey, Evelyn." That'd be fucking weird.
You'd be surprised how many of those I get actually.
Really? Through the OnlyFans?
But I like it. It's nice. My OnlyFans.
Aw, that's
Whoa.
nice.
Wait, so did you think of Evelyn as? How did you come up with that? Is that like a League of Legends thing, or?
No, in hell, I would never name.
Oh, wait a
don't name yourself
minute.
after a video game character.
That was like
Please,
my
you're gonna
first-
regret it.
I was like, did Nano go for Evelyn because Evelyn from League of Legends?
League of Legends is
It's-
awful.
it's
I've
such
been
a
there,
cute
played it a
name,
bunch.
though. How much time would you say you have in that game? Like, I'm very curious about your League pass, and you never wanted to talk
I
about
used to
minutes.
it.
stream it too. I don't know, like a
5 minutes in the
year.
tutorial.
That was like my
Oh my
main game
God,
for like a year and a
yeah.
half.
I wish I would have been there for that era. I would love to have
No.
watched that. If there's one person that I would have watched play League, it would have been Nano, honestly.
Oh Jesus!
I hate League. Like, it's so boring, but
Nano, you grew up in. Can I say? Yeah,
You gonna
everybody knows
dox me?
what city. Yeah, everybody knows what city you're in, right?
Yeah, Los Angeles.
yeah,
Los
Palomino.
Angeles.
Los Angeles.
And I was wondering what that's like to grow up in Los Angeles, but not like Hollywood Los Angeles, but like real grit Los Angeles.
Well, it's not really great. It's like on
You
the
said you
outskirts.
just said you grew up in a neighborhood with gangsters.
That was
Yeah,
before.
I guess in my head, I've never lived anywhere else besides here, so I wouldn't know.
Wait, you've never lived what?
I've never lived anywhere else. I've never vacationed or moved anywhere. I've just always
Wait,
been here.
Outside of Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Really? That's
So
interesting.
to me, like this is normal. I don't know if what's extreme or what isn't. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
What was it
extreme
like? What was it like?
shootings.
What was it like growing up in Los Angeles? Did you ever go and play in the LA River?
The LA River, just a
You
sewer.
ever just drive a car down there and then leave it there and then blow it up? You know?
It's supposed to be a sewer, but there's only like a little like stream of water that's like an inch thick.
Nice.
And when it rains, it's just slightly bigger, but it's just a sewer.
It's constant, right? Like, it never stops.
Exactly.
And
We used
that's
to
perfect.
hang out in the sewers and not do karate and pizza, but we would just hang out in the sewers. One time they called the cops on us. It was super weird.
Yeah.
We're just hanging
Tell me
out
about
in
that
the
story.
sewer. I don't know. That's it. They just called the cops on us and we ran.
That's
whole
it, that's the story. There's
Wouldn't be
kids
the
in the
first
sewer.
time. But like the area that I grew in was just full of like white people, and then we're just a bunch of Hispanics running around. So I'm assuming that's why.
Okay. So you didn't grow up in like Compton.
No.
Okay. You hear that, guys? Nano's not hard
Well, it's not that I killed anyone.
yet.
Ever. Yes.
Yeah, look out,
Yet.
OnlyFans.
Look at OnlyFans. If you pay enough for that request, it can happen.
Can't.
Oh.
Nano, what if you
Nano
become
will
a
murder you.
hitman? Like, you just become a hitman on OnlyFans. I think
An
that's-
OnlyFans?
I
An
think
OnlyFans hitman?
That's the next
What the
step.
fuck?
I don't know. I think it's a good
You
idea.
want feet pics and I'll fucking whack your dad, huh?
Oh,
jeez.
Oh, no.
You just take a picture of the dead body and then you send it back. What would be your price on that? If you had to price how much to kill someone?
Like $20.
No, don't go
Kinda
that
down.
That's
low.
reasonable. That's a deal. That's a
Well,
bargain.
what is the condition? Do I get away with it instantly or not?
You might.
Yeah, you get away with it. You get away with it.
$100.
Because if you don't get away with it, I wouldn't do it for any amount.
buy one get one free.
What?
Oh. $100.
I would do
buy
it
one, get
for
one free.
if I could get away with it. If I could get away with it, I would do it for like. Oh God, my mom would not approve.
But you would actually kill someone?
I think like $100 million. I would if it for like $100 million, I would have no problem mowing down a bunch of preschoolers with a car. You know what I mean?
If
Say
there was
that,
like
you
one of those
can't
like
say
red
that.
buttons, if there's like a red button that you press, like you
I
press
would
it, you get 100
I would
million.
smash that fucking like button. I tell you what, I would hit that shit. So as long as there's no like asterisk, it's someone you know. You know what I mean?
But it could be.
If it's like some random person in like fucking Europe, I'm slapping that button. That's the sound of me slap. Here it is. This is the button. Here's the button. You ready? I just killed 10 people. I just killed 10 people and I had no problem.
But it could be.
Take
like,
that,
it
Europe.
could be someone you know.
Wait, Gurm, would you press that button?
I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do that.
I mean,
I feel like you'd accidentally like sneeze and then press it and be like, well.
if it was
I know, I
100
got the
million
money,
per
right?
press, I would get $1 billion for killing 10 people and I would easily do that.
Yeah.
Think about all the good I could do. Think about all the good I could do with $1 billion
I would just
That's
have
that
Spore
those
give
10
me
people
money.
weren't doing. You know
But
what I mean?
would you like donate to like cancer or something? Or would you just be like, I'm going to buy another yacht?
No, I would start up a bunch of
Another.
organizations that do good.
I don't.
What are you gonna do with $1 billion? I'd buy myself one nice $450,000 house somewhere in Florida, and then I would take the rest of it and I would fucking give it away probably. Like, what the fuck do you know? Like, how have you ever seen those mansions where you could literally have a squatter and never know that they were there for like 30 years? They're just so fucking big.
Oh,
the houses.
God.
Like, if you watch Architectural Digest on fucking YouTube, that shit is gross. Like, I watch those videos and it makes me unhappy. Like, in my stomach, I'm just look at that and I'm like, it's so fucking opulent. It's just gross. It's not cozy. It doesn't look comfortable. It doesn't look, like I can see why wealthy people can be completely unhappy, even though they have as much money as you could ever want, because they spend it on really shitty things. And there's this idea that I have to spend all of this money since I have it. I should spend it. I should spend $150,000 a month for my fucking rent at this mansion and have 3 spas.
But then you don't get
And at
taxed
the end
if
of
you
the day-
spend all your money. So
Yeah.
I guess
At the
that's
end of the day, you're
plan.
just unhappy.
Yeah,
You're just
but
you know,
unhappy.
like
It's
in,
unhappy living.
in like Minecraft, like once you build your house and build like everything you've ever wanted to build and have all the resources, I think that's like having $1 billion. At that point, you're just kind of like, well, we'll just start a new world, and then you just like kill yourself in real life and like respawn.
There's a real thing for that. Like when rich people, it can happen to anybody. It's like, I forget what it's called, but basically, no matter where you're living, you equalize. So if you're a homeless person, you will equalize to a level of happiness, and then if you get more of it, you'll chase that high of like having more. But once you get there, like let's say you go from homeless to middle class, you'll adjust to middle class, and then that'll be your new happy, and you just level out. And that's what happens to rich people.
I'd like to think I'm pretty humble and I won't waste my money on like stupid stuff I don't need.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like I like to think that if I got that kind of money, like, I still strongly believe, like when I see a $1.5 million house, like I still look at it and go, that's too much space. There's too much space. It's too much space. Like, I guess where I would wind up spending a lot of money is on cars. Definitely cars. Like I
You're gonna need a big house
know
for
exactly.
the garage.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even go for like Lamborghini, Ferrari, that kind of bullshit either. Like I wouldn't want a Bugatti. I wouldn't want I wouldn't
Prius.
want that much attention drawn to myself. Like I wouldn't want people looking at me and knowing that I have money. I just want, like I would want very specific cars.
That's the most useless thing you could buy with money.
It is. Like, what are you gonna do with all your money? I'm gonna buy a Mitsubishi.
You can get a robot dog.
You could.
Oh, Spot? Yeah.
One that you could
that
have
thing's
sex
weird.
with.
I literally, okay, so they did this. Whoa, hey, whoa, calm it down,
Wow.
Gurm. No zoophilia on the stream, okay?
It's a
This is a
robotic
Christian-
dog. You're
This is a
sick.
Christian
No,
podcast.
I can't
Boston
believe you're thinking
Dynamics.
about
You can
that.
get one of those wonky robots and then just give it a wig and then bam, call it.
You
Nano.
just you get the arm attachment and have it clamp down on a fucking pocket pussy, and just walk up to you with it.
I think I
that's-
would be shy dating
Yeah,
a
that's
robot. would be
horrible.
What if it just
Yeah.
clamps down and just like gives you a hand job? You know?
Okay, now you're.
You know?
the
What
one
if it takes its clamping hand, just clamps down your nip and then just, because I think that hand can rotate 360 degrees, but it just rotates your nip 360 degrees, just
Like a-
right off.
like an alligator?
Yeah, there would just be some weird bug, and then you're just.
Oh, you're right.
Well, they did a video where they were like, oh, Spot can go walk around the fucking facility and check all the gauges for you manually. And I was like, so can a fucking security system. If you just point a bunch of cameras at the fucking gauges, it's the same shit as moving a dog with a camera, except one costs $14,000 and the other one costs $80,000 and you have to insure it.
Yeah, but it's
Right?
cute. It's like
No,
it
it's
makes you-
stupid as fuck.
It makes you happy
That was the
to
worst.
do it.
Boston Dynamics should be absolutely fucking ashamed that the idea they had for their $70,000 plus fucking robotic AI fucking walking animal fucking cyborg bullshit was like, oh, it can just walk up to things and look at them for you. Oh my god, what fucking, that's so fucking useless, dude.
I don't think so. I believe in you.
If I had a spot, I would send it into traffic on purpose. Like I would send it down the road and on the on-ramp, and then I would send it across all 8 lanes of the highway on both sides.
I think you would damage the car and the driver more than the dog.
Exactly. Like they would be like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is that?" Fucking swerving around a spot, just walking randomly on the fucking highway, and that would bring me so much joy, just to know that people were swerving to miss a dog, but it wasn't a real dog. You know, so there's no real dog in harm's way. You know, it's like you lose. It's like none of the guilt related to sending a real dog into traffic, but all of the results. You know what I mean?
We're friends, right, Spore? You wouldn't kill me?
No, I wouldn't kill you. Yeah.
Oh, since like I'm into guns and everything, right? And I have like a bunch of like airsoft guns or whatever that I used to like use it, whatever. At my old job, when I was like a cybersecurity person, my boss, like I would always talk about guns and like show him pictures or whatever. And then one day he just comes up to me and he's like, "We're friends, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like, you're my boss. Like I wouldn't do anything stupid." And he's like, "You wouldn't bring your guns to work." And I'm like, "Whoa,
What?
whoa,
What?
oh, they're toys. They're toys."
He did not
People
say
from
that.
California, am I right? Jesus.
That is insanity.
That's what it is. Talk about fucking snowflake. Jeez,
Oh my
imagine just having a
God.
conversation. You know, if you come from like a Midwest or a southern place like fucking Texas,
They'd be like,
or
"Hell
Florida,
yeah, bring him over."
Yeah, they're like, "Are you bringing him to work? We going shooting after?" Like that's literally. Are we going to the range after work? That's literally the response.
It's true.
You wouldn't bring your guns to work without letting me know so I could bring mine too, right? That's what the fucking response would be. See, some people get so bent out of shape, like, and I just think like if you don't like guns, don't like guns. That's cool. Like, and I know there's a lot of politics that are around it, and I don't want to talk about the politics surrounding it with you know that, but I just think that first of all, if you're afraid of weapons, then when you see one and you're gonna need to use it, you're not gonna know how to use it.
It's true.
A. B, if your child comes into contact with one of these weapons somehow, whether it be at a school because a kid brings it in or something, and they are not familiar with it, it's not a good situation. You know, that's the best way to keep kids from fucking shooting themselves in the face, is to teach them at a very young age what gun safety is.
I don't think I would do that.
What, teach your kids gun safety?
No. I mean, look, I hate guns, but I have a rifle under my bed. It's not mine, but it's my brother's, and guns make me super uncomfortable.
Why is it under your bed?
Because he has like his shotgun and his pistol in his room, so it's too many in one place already.
Oh, so he put it on your bed for when the home intrusion happens.
Well, because he has his, right? And then he has his hunting knife, so he's pretty set. But he put his rifle up here because he ran out of room.
I have this rule. I am not going to buy. I don't own any guns. All right. There it is.
Well, I don't
But
know
I
if you
want
want to
to.
say that, so if anybody robs you, they're gonna be like,
Yeah,
Well, they
"Hey,
don't know my
Spore doesn't
address
have
except
any
for
guns."
Germ. Germ, come rob me. I fucking dare you. Germ's
I'll-
come to my
I'll
apartment. He knows
fucking
how many
do it.
knives I have.
Germ has a
You've
gun,
seen
you
how many
don't.
knives I have. Germ, tell him how many knives I have and how fucking well dispersed throughout my apartment they are. I could stab a fucker in any room at any time.
I'm not afraid of a knife because I'm fat. Like, what's it gonna do?
God damn it, it's
Stab-
true.
Yeah.
Shit. It would do nothing. You would just keep coming
Nothing.
at me.
You would need a hunting knife, and you do not have those.
I'm gonna get katana tomorrow.
We'll see.
Or just get a Glock.
I will master the art of
Just
the.
get a
Hold on.
Glock.
I will master the art of the blade.
Oh no, not this.
Yes. No, that's it. That was all I was gonna do. No, my thing is I'm not gonna invest in firearms until I get a house. I don't think it's necessary in an apartment because there's somebody living next door, across the hall, down the hall. It's like someone's
but
breaking in here. Someone's breaking
that's
in
not
here.
true.
Someone's gonna hear it. You know what I mean?
No, because people hear stuff all the time and they don't say anything because
It's true.
It's
I
just-
sit here moaning at my desk and nobody's ever said anything about it.
yeah, there was like that lady in New York who like a bunch of people heard her getting murdered and they just did nothing about it because they assumed someone
That's
else
New
was.
York.
Sad.
Forget
Yeah, it's so
about it. She's
sad.
already dead.
I'm so sad. I feel like if I saw somebody getting murdered, or like hurt or screaming, I would try to do something about it.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! I would
It would
absolutely
be
try
too
to do
uncomfortable
something.
to walk away.
Do you know how many times I've helped a turtle cross a fucking road?
Yes, because turtles are comparable to women being murdered, you guys.
They both give you
true.
salmonella.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. When's the last? Yeah. You know. Both give you salmonella. Exactly. Thank you, Nano.
I got it from the tampon and the turtle. It's horrible, you guys. Am I allowed to say that? Is that sexism? That's equality, I think.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, so have I told the story about the time I helped a turtle across the road a day before my layoff?
You run it over?
No, it was pouring
Did
rain.
somebody throw like a blue shell at you?
No. So it was pouring rain, Nano. Pouring rain. Like think about the hardest rain you've ever seen, and then double that, and then double that. Okay, quadruple that.
Here. It never rains here. I don't know.
I know, but in
rain.
Florida, okay, and it was probably around June, so it was like fucking heart of rainy season. It was pouring, and I mean like you would walk outside and instantly just be fucking sopping, dripping wet. All right, and so I'm pulling into my garage, and I see something in the parking lot. It's like the parking lot's flooding because it's raining so hard, and there's this like I see something, and I notice that something is moving, and there's enough water in the parking lot that if you were speeding through at the speeds that the people in my apartment complex drive to this parking lot, you wouldn't have enough time to stop for the turtle. If someone was driving through at like a normal speed, they wouldn't see it. There was no way they were going to see it. So I quickly park my car, get out of my car, get my backpack on, and it is pouring. And I'm just like, I'm either going to save this turtle or I'm not going to save it. Like there is no doing this and staying dry.
Wait, why did it need saving?
Because it was going to get run over.
Well, I don't want to see it's gonna get run over, and then I feel really bad because then I'd have to see the dead fucking carcass of the turtle I didn't save.
You
like
call animal control
30 yards. No, it's just a soft shell turtle. So I go
and I pick it up and frisbee.
And they take it.
I picked him up. The minute I picked him up, the motherfucker starts flapping like tick, 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 and it fucking flies out of my hands. All my neighbors are standing on their balconies just watching me struggle with this goddamn fucking like 20-pound turtle.
You
okay,
dropped the turtle.
He fucking flew himself. Okay, he like flung. He did it. It was his fault. So finally, I get the turtle. I got a good grasp on him. I'm carrying him through. I'm going in between the buildings through the mulch, and the water is half a foot deep, and I step into it right into my fucking shoe. The shoe is filled with water. I am very upset. The turtle is still flopping around, fucking flinging like drips of salmonella into my fucking eyes. Finally, I get close to the pond over here, and he flies out of my hand and goes head first into the fucking sidewalk. And I'm like, oh, fuck, he's dead. He's dead now. He's fucking dead.
No.
But he's not dead. He survived. I picked him back up, and then he flew into the fucking water, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, literally, it looks like a wet t-shirt contest. I was not in any amount dry. All the way down to my fucking skibbies, I was fucking soaked.
This turtle, fractured neck, fractured nose, a bit of a crack on the fucking shell, but
not dead because it was in a parking lot getting run over by a fucking Civic. So, and that's what I'm happy about.
Congratulations.
So the weird part about the story is I felt so defeated, even though I had done something that was an accomplishment. And the very next day, that next morning, it was like a Thursday, that next Friday, I got laid off.
Oh no.
Unlucky.
And I always equate that turtle. I don't know if it was the turtle's fault or the turtle was a sign, but I feel like that story and getting laid off are kind of similar. Connected. You know, like that turtle was in a bad place at a bad time. It was an omen. Yeah. It was an omen. You know, recently I started listening to Germ and omens. Germ, what's your thing? Can you explain the whole Cancer and Mercury in retrograde thing?
Yeah, basically Mercury's in retrograde right now, and like if you're into what is it, astrology?
Can you talk into the microphone more?
I am. I'm like in the microphone. Basically, it just means that you're gonna be having a bad time if you're a certain sign. And for
so is it because Mercury is currently intersecting with Cancer?
It's just like I don't know. It's something weird, but it's worse with certain signs just because of like, I guess the aspect of it. I don't know. It's really weird. It's really complicated. I just read like the little, what do you call them? Like highlights of what it is for each one. And Cancer's was, don't do any big stuff. Like it's going to feel like you're going backwards. You take 3 steps forward and you get knocked back 7 on your ass. Like,
and Gurm, what did I do this last week? I did a thing, right? Like a week and a half ago.
What did you do?
I think I invested in some stonks.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I didn't know that this, like, listen, I just want to say that I don't believe in astrology or any of that shit. But when Gurm explained this to me, after all the shit I have been through in the last 2 weeks, not only with this, but like just like stubbing my toe, dropping fucking plates and shit, like just everything. Like I want to believe it because it's the only way to explain how absolutely dog shit the last fucking couple of days has been for me. So, you know, I don't know. I just thought that was really weird that like yesterday I hit my head on a fucking door. I dropped shit. I just like, dude, I was just so angry. I was getting so frustrated and I was just like, it's fine. Mercury's in retrograde. It's fine. Mercury's in retrograde. I need my stones. Give me my goddamn crystals.
I think your mentality has a lot to do with it too, though. Like, the more ready you seem for it, I don't know how. Nano, do you believe in that kind of stuff at all? Or?
I think your mentality plays a big part. Not your astrology or whatever, but I think it's just your mentality. If you're gonna say like something bad is gonna happen, then something bad is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't go into it thinking anything bad was gonna happen. I went into it thinking we were gonna diamond hands, you know?
That's
we
true.
were gonna diamond hands. We were gonna diamond hands to $1,000.
It's your fault that millions of dollars were wasted.
Listen, do you know how like
score.
not even hundreds of millions of dollars are out there and never coming back? We literally, as a human race, pissed away collectively hundreds of millions of dollars. It's kind of phenomenal. But hey, listen to all the viewers out there that may have lost some money on GME or AMC. If you haven't sold yet and you're holding to the moon, continue to do so, because if you're an American citizen, there is a form and you can write off up to $3,000 in stock in what's called a capital loss, short-term capital loss on your taxes next year. So if you were going to pay taxes, as you're supposed to, you're going to piss away the money anyway. No. So just make sure you sell your shares. I know I'm not supposed to be giving financial advice. This is not financial advice. But if you'd like to be able to write this off on your taxes for I am not a financial advisor. But if you'd like to be able to write this off on your taxes for 2021, make sure you sell all of your GME and AMC shares before, I would say by the end of November 2021 is safe. Leave yourself about 30 days between the end of November and the 1st of 2022. And then there's a form. Look up the form. I think it's, I'll say the form here. It is, and I quote, it's form 8949 Schedule D. If somebody wants to look that up because you spent as much as Spore spent on GME, it's okay because you can write it off and you'll pay less in taxes and it's like the money never left. So you never really have to, I mean, you basically can hold to the fucking moon and the hedgies got fucked and you didn't lose any money. So it's a win for everybody, you know?
If you don't cash out, you never lose. I'm holding on.
You don't, that's right. You're not a loser until you sell at a loss. But if you sell at a loss 30 days before you write it off on your taxes, that makes you a goddamn winner. And I'm here to support you. So form 8949 Schedule D. Remember that. And also don't buy stocks when Mercury's in retrograde. Shit. That's an interesting thing. Nano's now an investor, right, Nano?
Yeah, I'm totally investing in stonks. Not stocks, but like stonks, like Dogecoin.
Like Dogecoin for some reason. People talking about Dogecoin, that's one of the ones that's been like freaking me out, because if you look at the volume of Dogecoin, it doesn't make any sense. It's not gonna go up. It's not possible.
It's going up.
It's going up because idiots are finally buying it, but like it's not actually gonna go.
Nano's an investor in Dogecoin. Excuse me.
Oh, I already sold out. I bought like a ton.
Oh my
for like
god, Nano!
2 cents, and once it hit 5 cents, I'm like, I'm rich. And then I bought groceries.
Nano made like $20.
$45.
Nice.
Profit.
Hey, you made $45 in 2 hours. Hey, that's, you know what? That's if that's not making at least $20-something an hour, then what is? You know?
You should see what I make on OnlyFans.
You should send me a DM of what you make on OnlyFans.
I'm just kidding.
I won't share. I promise.
I thought you were gonna say a free link.
I'm top as of right now. You want a family, friends and family discount?
Absolutely.
Senior discount.
Senior discount, if you will.
A senior discount.
Oh,
I'll just put under my dad's name. It'll be fine.
I think Nano's got a lot of plans for the future. A lot of stuff I'm excited to see what
you
Nano
know
does
what I think is super weird?
Yeah.
If you go into like a platform or something, being like, I'm gonna work really hard at this, it's gonna be the main thing that I work on, and it's gonna pop off. I feel like it's not gonna pop off. like a lot of like the big streamers, like YouTubers, are like, oh, I accidentally did this, and now look at me. You know, I didn't think it was gonna go this far. I think like if you go into like a mentality of being like, hey, let's see what the hell
Like,
happens. I'm just gonna do it for fun.
Actively trying to be a success story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's
Mhm.
because like it has a lot to do with being yourself. Like the more you are you, the easier it is to just do stuff, and you're not really thinking about
100%.
like making it big. So it's like, I don't know,
Yeah.
it's more genuine and people love that. That's what I think anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what happened to OnlyFans. I only did it because I was like, sure, why the hell not? It's not gonna work. Oh, but it's working. We're top 8%.
I think I'm
Nice.
also that. I think I'm also I'm also at fault for that because I'm pretty sure I told you to grab your OnlyFans name. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that told you to make an OnlyFans account. I'm actually 100% certain. I remember DMing you and telling you to grab your name on OnlyFans.
You want
I know. If I look back in our DMs, I think I'm actually the cause for all of this, and I don't think I'm proud of it.
You're the reason why. When I'm like 80 years old, and then I have like grandchildren or whatever, they're gonna be like, "You want to see your grandma?" And it's me.
Hey, grandma's beehole. Oh, that's so colorful. That's a beautiful thought, you guys. Share your beehole pics with your grandkids when
Stop.
they're there.
There's a lot of people that don't appreciate when I mention that.
The stream's now gone to a dark place. Get it?
Yes. The
Got him.
beehole.
Go and put in a bunt. Thank you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say put in a beehole gladly.
No,
Oh,
no, that
jeez.
was a beehole joke. Put in a bunt, and let's make sure we get that very like I articulate that and I'm very specific in what I asked. I did not ask for a beehole picture.
Okay, sure. We'll see what happens. I'm so glad I edit this.
What are your goals? What are your goals? I know that you just talked about not having the goals, but what are your goals, Nano?
I don't know. I just don't want to go back to a real life job again. My last job was super
That's right.
shitty, but cybersecurity is awful. McDonald's is awful. Being a sign holder is also awful. People offer you,
You were
like
a sign
homeless people
holder?
give you. Yeah. Like you go in a corner and hold a sign or whatever.
Talk about that. I want to know. Wait, tell the whole story about that.
So you meet anybody that's on the street, which is mostly homeless people. And a lot of times there's like an Arby's close to like where I would hold the sign, and they would just buy me Arby's or like cookies or whatever. It was just super
They would
weird.
buy you stuff?
The
And
homeless
that's when
people?
I looked pretty drawn. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. So I had my long hair and I just had like a hat and sunglasses and then like a pretty big sweater. So you can't really tell what gender I am. And it's like homeless man being like, "You want some Arby's?" And I don't want to get beat up or anything because I'm pretty small. And I'm like, "Okay, I'll take your Arby's."
Oh, Lord.
You heard it here first on the BoredHouse podcast. Nano took Arby's from homeless men.
I never ate it.
It was a bribe, you guys.
Wow, that's so okay. Wait. What's the timeline here? What's the timeline from like high school to streamer? Like, what's that timeline of jobs look like?
High school, I was working McDonald's because everybody was like, "Oh, you need a job when you're a high school student," and it's like, "No, fuck off. You're a high school student. Like, live your life.
Facts.
Like, don't get a job yet." But I got
If you
pressured into it.
can help it, if you know, sometimes some people have a family situation where they have to help
Yeah, definitely.
in that respect. But if you don't have it, like, it's not necessary.
So worked McDonald's for like a year, and then I'm like, F that. I don't want to work in some stupid place like that. So I got a sign holder job, and they just pay you under the table.
So were you still in high school when you did the sign holder or no?
I think that was like in college.
Okay.
I think I don't know any of the timeline.
So you've had like 3 jobs, right?
And then I worked at Target too.
Oh,
Tarjay.
how did you like
Target.
that? I've heard horror stories of Target.
I was in the cafe area, so I didn't know what happened on the floor. I was just over there making pretzels and pizza.
Wait. Target Cafe. But that's now just Starbucks, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's just
No.
Starbucks.
Some places still have the
Wait. So
Pizza
you
Hut.
worked at did you work at a Target Starbucks?
No, it was just like the actual cafe where you get the popcorn.
the food
You know, like when you
area.
walk in and you smell popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no. I'm saying Target cafes have been replaced by Starbucks.
No, they
Yeah,
haven't.
they haven't.
The one by me
haven't?
it has a Starbucks
Some of them.
and a cafe still.
No fucking way. I'm
And they
gonna
have
look
a
this up.
and they have a
Target
Pizza Hut. They have a
Cafe.
Pizza Hut in there. And they have the best Pizza Hut at those places.
Oh. Okay. So you worked at Target. Very interesting. Did you ever work on Black Friday?
No.
Okay, so you got in and got it. How long did your Target job last?
I think it was like 6 months. I rage quitted that. I was like, hey, this kind of sucks. I'm not coming back, but here's my address. Make sure you send me my paycheck.
Nice.
And that's when I
Okay.
got an internship for my internet security job, which was also stupid because they're like, we're not going to pay you, but you're going to do all the work.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sucks.
fucking unpaid internships suck.
Yeah. And that's kind of like the start of that relationship where like, they don't want to pay you to begin with. Why would I even like work for you? Minimum wage.
And then eventually
minimum
they offered
effort.
you, but they eventually offered you a full-time position.
Yeah, they did.
That's how you get your
Okay.
year though. Like, you know how they say, oh, we want someone with a year's experience. I mean, that's internships.
The thing
Yo-
is that internships are kind of difficult because in order to get them, you have to be financially independent. So if
Yeah.
unless you're living at
Yeah,
home with
definitely.
your parents and which listen to the viewers out there, if your parents are loving and like they are supportive enough to allow you to stay at home even though you're going to college or even though you have already graduated college, ride that fucking train. People are like, I
Yeah,
want to
just
move
do
out.
it.
No, you don't. You don't want to move out. I swear to God, you don't. Fucking save your money and get something nice, like a nice house or something. You don't want to fucking like get your shit together before you have to pay bills. Because if you don't have to pay bills and you have you have a place to live, oh my God. That is true. We were talking about being wealthy. That is true wealth. To not have to pay bills and have a place to live and have
Yep.
free time to get your shit together. But I feel like a lot of people are just thrown out after college or whatever. Just not whether it's thrown out by your parents or just thrown out into the world by college itself, by like the system. But like it's really difficult to get your foot in. I spent a year freelancing. I call it freelancing. Unemployed, glorified unemployed. Is very difficult. And I have a cousin. It took her over a year with her business degree to get a job, and she sent out like 600 plus applications. So yeah, I get it. What were we talking about? I went on a tangent.
I don't know, just weird jobs. You guys have any
Right,
weird jobs?
We
Did
talked
we hear
about
any
this-
weird jobs? We
We
talked about this on podcast
another
one.
podcast. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
very first
You know
one.
what's really weird? I listen to your guys' podcast as soon as it comes out. Am I still able to listen to this one, or is it going to be weird?
No, it'll be totally cool.
You
I
should
listen
be
to all
able
them
to.
too, and it
So do
honestly,
I.
you know what? You think it's gonna be weird, and you think it's like awkward, but what it winds up being is you wind up like at least the way I wind up listening to it, and I going, yeah, that story did happen. Like I'm just agreeing with myself, which is totally weird. But yeah, I don't know. It's not that weird. I you're a creator, right? You gotta. That's one of the things you gotta get over is seeing yourself in
Well,
media.
I do like to watch my YouTube videos or whatever afterwards to be like, oh, I should have done this or I can do this better. But like for OnlyFans or like stuff like that, I'm like, I'm just gonna let it sit there.
So, speaking of OnlyFans and stuff like that, you're gonna start. Can we talk about TikTok? Can we talk about TikTok, Nano?
Oh God, go for it. I
All
don't know.
right.
I
So,
got nothing to say
I
about it.
recently made a TikTok. No, I want to talk about me because I'm selfish. So, I
love
recently made.
TikTok.
I recently made a TikTok. Finally, after years of bashing it, Gurm finally convinced me. He said, "Go ahead and claim your name so someone else doesn't." And I was like, "Holy shit, that's a good
I was
idea."
gonna claim his name and post a bunch of weird stuff. I was ready to do it. Like, I was
Right.
gonna
So I
post
immediately
really
claimed
weird
my
foot
name
videos.
before he could even. Yeah, I claimed it within 30 seconds of him sending me that message. I grabbed my name on TikTok, and I posted a couple things here and there, some stuff I'd made in the past, and then I posted a video that was just on my phone from like January 2020, and it was just me screaming at a car, and that shit blew the fuck up. I already have over 1,200 followers on my fucking TikTok, which is
Damn.
insane. Yeah, I get it. It's kind of like I could ride that high, that like that, I don't know what you call it, the attention seeking high. It's not attention seeking. I just like the building a following kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
But see, this is the thing I tell Spore about TikTok, that when you get followers, they're very shallow because people are generally not following like one or two people, 20 or 30. Like, you follow a lot of people, and you don't. It's not like YouTube where you get their videos only, because their stuff might pop up for you again, maybe, because it's like they just keep recommending you stuff over and over unless you're on the For You.
Let me
or
tell you
not
something
on the
though.
For
Let me
You,
tell you
on the-
something.
on the Who You Follow section. Like, it's weird.
You can post a video. You can spend 40 hours editing something and post it on YouTube, and it's the greatest video ever, and tag it up all how it's supposed to be and leave it there, and it will get 0 views. And not 1 or 2 views, not 10 or 15 views. Fucking null. Zip. Nada. Zilch. Fuck all. It will get nothing. And it'll sit there at nothing forever. YouTube does not spread your content out. They don't serve it to people organically. They don't do shit. Fuck you. Fuck your content. That is the YouTube algorithm. And it didn't used to be that way. It used to be where you could post a video and then you'd wake up the next morning, it would have 15,000 views. And you'd have a lot of fucking hate comments. But it would be like that. That's how it used to be. But TikTok is that way. You can post something and wake up the next morning and it has 15,000 views. And if you post something, you give it a couple hours, it'll have like 30 or 40 views. TikTok at least serves your content. So I can appreciate that. You know, as much as like controversy as TikTok has gotten in and all that, and they want to ban it on phones, whatever. Look, unless YouTube can, like, I was anti-TikTok, but unless YouTube can fucking fix the algorithm, I think TikTok's a better platform for content creators. I'm serious.
No,
it is.
It's just you're very new to it. So like, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, if you're Gurm, listen, I'm not talking about
wait, can I just ask Nano one question? Nano,
what?
From the stuff you've posted on TikTok, do you think there's been any overlap to any of your other stuff?
I did try doing that where I just kind of clipped my YouTube videos and posted it over, like Twitch clips, but that's not what you're supposed to do on TikTok.
Yeah, because TikTok is not for that. You will not usually get people, like if you look at people who have even very viral 1 million view videos, like there was a singer who did it, and I went to her Twitch and she only had like 53 followers. That is not what TikTok is for. TikTok is so that if you have content from other places, you can put it there, people will see you, and it's just more, what do you call it, like exposure basically. And if it's good enough, they'll go over to you, but that it's not going to be like what it's for basically. Like that's the bad thing about TikTok.
You literally just shit post.
Exactly. It's just one video after another. And like Spore's video, it's like I told him, it's very him, like it's a very him energy, because he posted other stuff and it didn't do like as good, and he's like, why? And it's just because anybody can make a meme, but nobody can be you. Like,
well, I had the one meme I made and it had 300 likes within the first hour. It was fucking popping. And then TikTok's like, oh, this is dangerous. You can't get out of a moving vehicle and let it careen into oncoming traffic. This is a dangerous act. Like, it's not even that dangerous.
I'll put our TikToks up here so you guys can follow us. I just post fan cams. Nano posts a lot of cosplay stuff. I hope soon.
Well, I kind of deleted a lot of it and started fresh.
I saw Nano cleaned house. That's why it's even more incentive to go follow Nano on TikTok now. Link in the somewhere. Put it right there, Gurm. Where just imagine I'm pointing
just
somewhere.
In the description.
Gurm, put it on the screen and point to it with a finger. Point to right here, right there, guys, right there, right there. There it is. Go there and follow and turn on the notifications because Nano's gonna post something soon.
Or else.
That's gonna be a train wreck of an edit, and I'm ready for it. I'm looking forward to that.
I have a lot of trash cosplays coming up. I kind of have them like half-ass planned, but I used to just do like a cosplay like every single week while working full-time and streaming full-time. It was just crazy. And it's like now I just
used to
can't
dress
do
up
it
as
anymore.
streamers.
Yeah, as streamers, and that was my exposure. It's like, hey, I look like you, or your mascot.
That was really cool though. I really enjoyed that. I mean, ow, it was interesting.
Ow, did you hurt yourself?
Oh fuck! I stuck my fingernail between my 2 front teeth and it hurt really bad.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Fingernail.
Now let me bite on my rock.
What?
What are you doing?
Chewing on my rock.
Don't do that. Oh God. Can we get
like
back on track?
I think I know what you're feeling, Gurm, but like I always have to feel like I'm fidgeting with something. Like on stream, I'm just eating Tic Tacs or carrots or anything. I just gotta be like fidgeting with something at all times. If I can't use my fingers, I'll use my mouth.
It's oral fixation. Someone told me that once.
It's weird. I think my older sister told me this. So there's 5 different types of fixations that everybody goes through in their lifetime. Like when you're a baby, you go through like a mouth fixation because like you nibble on everything, right? And as you get older, like maybe your ears, like you like cleaning your ears or whatever, but then it gets to a point where it is your beehole. Where your beehole becomes a point. And my sister was telling me like something in her psychology class, like, yeah, it's a thing.
Wow.
So if you haven't gone through that phase yet, it's gonna be happening.
It's coming soon, guys. It's like puberty, but it's just a butthole fixation.
Yeah, it's different for everybody.
Oh my god.
I'm just more mature
Wow.
than a lot of people.
Oh, you're saying that you're mature, so you didn't have a beehole fixation?
Whoa! I'm still stuck on the teething, eating stuff, you know?
So you'd be immature, you mean?
Oh, yeah, that one.
I don't know. I do that where if I see something and everyone's like, what is this? I'll have to taste it. I cannot not know what it is. And
You know, like Ed, Ed and Eddie, the Jawbreakers, or like
Oh my god,
Krabby
yes.
Patty.
No, I mean, like, if there's a stain, I will try that stain. If there's like a
What?
crumb of something, I will eat it to see what it is.
No,
I've
no,
eaten
no,
dirt
no, no.
before. I've
Advice
licked
to the
them-
audience: don't try
I've-
random stains. Do
I've
not
licked
lick
up
those.
dried baby food. Like, I've eaten
Stop.
some weird stuff because I
Alright,
have
God,
what's the
to.
weirdest
please.
thing you guys have
I
eaten?
have to know what it is. I have to know what it is.
What's the weirdest stuff we've eaten?
Yeah, like something that's like, no, that's gonna get you sick.
I
Oh.
think one time I accidentally ate liquid paint. But it didn't. It was like such a small amount. It didn't matter. But as soon as I was like, ooh, this is paint.
I really gotta think about this. The weirdest thing I ate, the thing that disturbed me the most that I ate. Do you know what goobers are? Is that what they're called?
The
I'm gonna
peanut
search
butter
this.
and jelly mix.
No.
Gushers, you
Goobers
mean?
are milk chocolate plus dry roasted peanuts.
I've never
and-
heard of those.
One summer we had to go, my parents divorced, and so the time was split, and my mom used to try to give us some treats and stuff to make going with our dad more bearable,
Yeah.
and she did this really nice thing. She got me a box of goobers, and I was really excited because, you know, it was going to be something that wasn't nothing. My dad didn't feed us very much, so that's a whole nother story for a whole nother stream. But so I opened the box of goobers and I'm enjoying the first few, and then I realized like the rest aren't coming out, and I opened up the box a bit more, and now I can see fully into the box. I only opened it enough to like let a couple of those little pellets out.
Yeah.
Now that I opened it up fully, the entire inside of the box was webbed over, like for like spiders.
Ooh, yeah.
Or like whatever was in there alive, living in the goobers.
Yeah.
And I freaked. I flipped. Like, I am not afraid of bugs, but I was like, I ate that shit.
Yeah.
I was like,
You
I'm
might
gonna
have
have fucking
eaten it.
alien popping out me like fucking Sigourney Weaver and shit. I was losing it. I fucking freaked out. I was like, what the fuck? So that was probably the weirdest thing I ever ate, because I just didn't enjoy that experience of finding out something was living inside of the thing I was eating.
Your goobers
But,
box, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's still better than licking random stains, but yeah.
I mean, I would be lying if I said I didn't put spiders or bugs in my mouth before. Wait, Nano, what about you? What was the weirdest thing you ever ate?
I was gonna say dog food, but you can eat dog food, right?
I don't think
I've tried
I mean-
like markers, like Sharpies.
Oh, wait. What
I think
do
if you
those taste
haven't
like?
tried pet food, I think a lot of people have tried pet food. I've tried
I've
my
never
cat's food
tried
and spit
pet
it out.
food ever.
I
It's
tried it and spit it out and rinsed my
bland.
mouth, and this thing was fucking terrible.
Yeah,
Hmm,
I don't recommend dog
interesting.
food.
He likes it. I don't.
See, if I don't know what it is, I'll be able to go into it. If I know what it is, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah,
I would
you with the
love
fucking
to do,
ham
like, a
candy.
dog food tasting thing with Germ, with like 5 different brands, and be like, all right, Germ, which one do you like?
It's like it's got to be the fancy feast. That's what it is.
Normally I would be upset that I was left out in that scenario, in like a scenario like that, but not in this scenario. I'm happy to be left out of that one.
No,
I would
you'll do
gladly
it.
sit fucking backseat and not try the dog food.
I would
Wait,
try it. Are you kidding me?
Would you do wet or dry or a combination or just one?
I think a
No,
combo.
God.
You gotta
Wait,
do
what?
combo.
It has to be
Combo.
wet. It has to be all wet. It
No,
has to
why
be
is
5
it,
types
that's
of wet.
like vomit inducing. That's even worse.
You just wrap the wet.
All right.
You just wrap
We'll
the dry.
say
in the
we'll
wet.
say here, Nano, right? If BoredHouse ever hits,
God. We're gonna go eat dog food.
We're all gonna
if
do it.
BoredHouse ever hits 500,000 subscribers, I will face reveal. I will fly to LA, and I will set up camera with you, and we will eat dog food.
Yes.
We can have like dog bowls with your name on it.
Oh yes. I
Yes,
would
I'll
love
put on a
that.
fucking collar. It'll be cringe.
No,
Oh,
don't
God.
do that. Nobody asked
put
for
on-
that.
I'll put
I'll
on.
do it for free.
Nobody asked for it. This is my kink, Germ. I'm putting this upon the people without their choice.
That's fair. We have to respect
is fair.
Because it's
Oh,
2021.
No,
Uh,
that's what I face cam gives you so much like freedom in what you can do. Honestly,
I was gonna say, like, recently I bought a bunch of glue that I was gonna eat. I did this like
What?
YouTube video, and I'm like, hey, if this gets this many likes, I'll eat something really spicy, or I'll eat some glue. So I went on Amazon and I searched for like glitter glue, like safe to eat glue, you know?
Right, yeah,
Oh my
non-toxic.
I
safe
got, like,
to eat. Of course, yeah, that's what all the people are doing normally.
I don't
And then
think.
for-
Wait, I don't think there's such thing as safe glitter glue, Nano, because no glitter is.
No,
Unless
it
it's
said
edible
like
glitter.
non-toxic. That's all I was looking for.
Yeah, but glitter could still hurt you. 'cause
Nano
it's
wants to
just
shit
metal.
sparkles. Let Nano live her life. Thank
No,
you, Germ.
You have to buy
I never
special
did it.
edible glitter.
Can you imagine if you take a shit after eating that much glitter glue, and you look in the toilet? It just looks like fucking like what would it look like? It would look like
No.
Just think about it though. Just think about it.
It
Like
would be,
what
it would be
what if
bloody because glitter causes micro tears in your intestine system.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
oh.
I
Well, that's
never
not-
ate the
that's
glue.
not-
Yeah. Don't eat.
That's all
I
I'm
just
saying.
thought it
I
would
bought
be,
never
you know,
ate
like when you eat a lot of corn and you can see that in the poop.
No.
Like
yeah,
imagine
it
if you
wouldn't
could
be
see
like
all the
that.
glitter in there, you know?
It would
We can
be
make
It's
it a
really
new
sparkly.
product. We can advertise it.
It just looked like fabulous shit, you know?
Let's make edible glue with glitter. There is that market.
Well, there's edible glitter for food,
Yeah, there is food grade glitter.
for like
but
cakes and stuff. Yeah.
it's
All right, so
special.
get some regular glue and then mix in food grade glitter, Nano,
Yeah.
and then eat it.
I'm not
And
gonna
then
eat the
take a
glue.
shit and report back so we all know.
Kind of want to eat the glue, you know.
I already shared my deepest, darkest secret here is about eating glue. What's your guys' deepest, darkest secret?
Um,
What are we talking here? What's the category? Category is.
yeah, there's lots of secrets.
What was the most amount of money you've wasted?
Wait, I love how Nano's the one
what?
asking the questions. We're the
Yeah,
fucking
this is now the
podcast.
Nano podcast. Most amount of money wasted in what regard? On the
I
stock
don't know.
market? That's me.
Literally anything.
Last week, I what question is this? You know the answer. And I will not be saying that number on stream, but just know that it is painful. It is a painfully large number, and I will be writing it off on my taxes. Which makes it a non-loss, so nobody has to worry about sport.
I spent $630 on the stock market, or in, I guess, but I don't really care. I
Yeah,
have
good
no.
job.
What do you call it when you have no
Expectations.
No, it's like money means nothing to me. But if the only reason I use it is because I have to, right? But I think I spend a lot of money on other people and not myself. I
True.
think that's where I've spent most of my money. Like,
Germ sent me a 15-pound bag of Swedish fish and a 15-pound bag of fucking watermelon Sour Patch gummies
it's true.
for my birthday, along with 6 boxes of Milanos. Not
yes.
bags of Milanos, boxes of Milanos. You know, like the thing that the bags come in? The cookies come in the bag and the bag comes in the boxes, and this motherfucker got me 6 of them. 6 boxes. I had like, I literally had like 18 bags of fucking Milanos.
I like to spoil my friends because I don't know, everybody needs it. You know what I mean? And
I ate every Milano. Every single one of them
I've told
entered
Nano,
into me and exited out of me, German. I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you.
I
I
have a question for you,
appreciate
girl.
that.
I have an important question.
Yeah.
Let's just say your stonks pop off. You hit the lottery. What is the first thing you buy?
Like for myself?
Yeah, you
Pays
have
off his
unlimited
car.
money. What do you
Pays off
buy?
his car instantaneously.
Yeah, I would
What
just
do you
like
do?
go through all my debt and wipe that out,
Yeah.
and then buy a nice little house with like I want a small house with nice things. I don't need a big house.
Germ's gonna get a house 5 or 10 minutes from Disney and a fucking Florida resident annual pass,
It's true.
and then a very like conservative job that just enough to get by so that he
No,
can make it to the weekends,
I'll never
so that he
work
could just go to
again.
Disney. Oh, if you make millions, yeah, I guess.
If I
yeah.
make a bunch of money, I would hire an accountant, and they would deal with my finances. I wouldn't deal with it anymore.
True.
Yeah,
Ask
I
me
would.
the same question.
What would you do if your stonks didn't fell
My
really
stonks
hard?
popped off. Okay, if we're talking like stonks popped off moderately, or we're talking like stonks popped off in some kind of weird like alternate
you
universe
found
where
a
some
money glitch, like you're unstoppable.
Okay, unstoppable. I would quit my job pretty damn quick. I would go and buy a nice house. I would go and immediately move into it without worrying about paying rent and mortgage at the same time, because there would be no mortgage. I'd buy the house all in cash, fucking in a briefcase, just for the fucking shits and giggles. And then I would start creating companies and hiring people, and I'd probably do like I'd just start making companies. I wouldn't want to have nothing to do. Like I would just want a lot of projects. So I would just create a lot of little companies and hire really talented, gifted people to be able to give them a job and have those companies be able to be self-sufficient. So I'm not just paying people, but those companies I could just build a bunch of companies that can survive, and just for fun. For fun, I would create companies and jobs. Like that would just be fun for me. That's what I want to do.
I think you'd be like a good rich person. You'd always be entertained.
Oh yeah, I'd always be able to figure out something to do with my money. Yeah, I wanna have like a dream studio, but I feel like that's more obtainable. As soon as I can get a house, I feel like I can start saving every penny and actually build out my dream studio recording space.
Wait, Nano, I have a question for you.
Hit me.
Why did you start streaming? Like, what was behind that? Like the motivation, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think...
I've answered this like 2 or 3 times, honestly. Like not even that much.
Uh-huh.
Originally, I was just streaming for like my other 2 friends, and I thought it'd be super funny if I did like anime novels or whatever, and just like read them to my friends. But that literally lasted for like 20 minutes or whatever, and then we started doing like puzzle games. So it was just like I just wanted to entertain my friends.
Wow, that's really interesting. I guess everybody starts kind of for their friends, huh? Some people anyway.
Nope.
Some people.
Some people just dive in and then hide it from their friends and coworkers, and still do. I do not let my coworkers know about Twitch.tv. That's more hard. It's not a good thing. Don't mix your professional and that life. Nobody.
You really don't want
my
to.
fucking boss doesn't need to tune into my stream to hear me going, as a fucking playing Overwatch in low gold. Like, nobody needs to see that. Not even my family.
My family knows I do it, but they can't find me.
True.
Oh, they can't find me.
They would never be able to find me. Like,
they can try all they want, but they won't find me. Except they know your nickname is Germ.
they don't catch on. I give them my email and they're like, "What is GIRM?" They don't know anything.
Idiots. I'd be Googling that shit instantly. I would dox you so hard. If I was your brother, I would dox the shit out of you.
You can't.
What?
Really,
I would.
You're gonna vote yourself.
I don't have
What?
any like online presence. Like, I don't have.
No,
any
I would
ties
dox him to
online
his
stuff.
family. Not. I wouldn't dox him to the public. I would like. I have done this to my family members too, and I will do it. I have no problem. Like I have found I was able to find my little sister's stuff. I found stuff for my older brother too. So. And then the great thing is when you take that link of the thing that they think you don't know about, and then you send it back to them in a DM.
Damn it!
And you say
that's
nothing.
Not good. That's not good behavior, bud.
Brings me great enjoyment.
You know, I wouldn't
No.
mind like living in the same house as Germ. He wouldn't judge me or anything.
It's true.
But on the other hand, I can't eat dog
I
food
wouldn't
before.
judge. I wouldn't judge. Oh my god.
If we had a
I have a
senior
I have a concierge bell on my desk.
house,
I wouldn't judge.
I feel like that's the epitome of being judged. Someone with a bell. Cue the folks at the Salvation Army. It's over for them.
Can we stop? Can you stop it?
Don't get him started on that.
Don't get me started on it.
Oh my god, wait, I have another question for Nano, but I don't know if this is applicable to you at all. As a California resident, do you go to Disney at all over there? Like, is that something you do a lot or no?
I did once, but I'm afraid of roller coasters.
What? So was
Really?
I.
Anything. I've gone skydiving.
What
But
the fuck? Wait, what?
skydiving
I
is
knew
easy.
this.
You don't do anything. You just fly up and fall, and then you're done.
That's what a
You
roller
just-
coaster is.
you literally
sit
jump.
down and move.
And you just fall, and then fall for like a minute or two, and then you're done.
I
Roller
feel
coasters
like I
is
would
like,
enjoy
alright, let me just
skydiving.
throw you against the wall.
If it wasn't up to standard, but like I feel like I don't know. I feel like you're not the kind of. I don't think you are the Disney type, Nano.
I hate Disney.
I figured.
I have a lot of hot takes, and one of them is Disney fucking sucks.
Wait, I'm interested.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, I'm interested to know why. Like, I love.
I'm right
hearing
on
why
board with
people-
that.
I don't
I'm
know. I
on
just think
board
it's
with that.
super annoying. That's it.
No, there's more. There's more behind it. I know there's.
No,
more
that's
behind
it. No, that's it.
Okay,
That's
it's-
it.
Here's the thing. I like Disney, right? Like, as an entertainment place, but I hate it as a company because of what it does to art and artists that work for them. Like, it sucks the life out of it, you know? But-
Any Disney employee is gonna tell you that they. I mean, it's a lie if they enjoy their job. If they enjoy their job, they're in the upper echelon of employment. Like, they're making six figures, and that's why they're able to enjoy their job, because they make so much goddamn money. But anyone down at like the fucking cleaning up vomit at Disneyland
Entry
is not enjoying
levels,
their
yeah.
fucking job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think I've read stuff where people that work at Disney, like, some of them live in their cars. Just like, but that's not in California.
it has really good benefits, Skirm. It's really good benefits. Bullshit. It pays for my education. Does it though? At the end of the day, it's like a trap. Like, they get you in there, and then once you're there, you're like, oh god, this isn't magical like I thought it was. And everything smells weird. Why does everything have a smell? I don't like that everything has a smell. And that's it. That's Disney. That's like employment at Disney. That, and you walk a lot.
You walk a lot, and then there's like a 2-minute ride that hurts you, and then it's kind of like, all right, let's go stand in another line for 2 hours.
I don't
It's
like roller
true.
coasters. They're not thrilling enough for me. Like, I've
You're a sociopath, Spore. Like, you're actually insane. I've seen you drive.
the driving's fast enough. The roller coasters ain't.
All right, question.
Yeah.
Would you guys ever do like shrooms? In a controlled
No.
environment. Let's just say you had a babysitter,
No.
and then like,
I-
Never.
this is a safe room. We got
No.
snacks.
No.
I have.
Nope.
So that's funny that you asked that, because I actually tweeted like a week ago that I wanted to try edibles, because I don't know why I want to be in an
Yeah.
altered state of mind. Like, and actually, funnily enough, mushrooms when I was in high school was like the one thing I always said I would do if I ever got the opportunity, but it never like came up.
I feel like if you do it in a healthy dose, like I've heard good things come out of it. If you just
Yeah.
like do it for like meditation or whatever.
That's kind of what I'm like. That's what I mean when I say altered state of mind. I don't mean I want to get high to like escape anything. I just want to elevate my like that little, see what happens, you know?
Mhm.
I'm not a hippie.
Weird.
I don't believe in like alternative medicine, but I think this is like a good get you out of your comfort zone kind of thing.
Just
Yeah,
do DMT. I mean, if you're gonna do mushrooms, why don't you just do DMT while you're at it? Talk to the aliens. I mean, while we're talking about mushrooms, why don't we just do straight up crack, Germ? We could just do straight up fucking crack cocaine. Germ? How about instead of mushrooms and crack, Germ, why don't we just shoot up straight up methamphetamines and then like just straight up, dude? We'll just boil it up, put it into a syringe, we'll tie off. Why don't we just do fucking black tar heroin? All right.
Anyways,
We could have an altered state of mind, Germ, with our black tar heroin. Just a little bit in like a safe environment, you know, a safe black tar heroin den, you know? You know, a crack den is a safe environment, right?
Spore.
I'll keep you in a dog cage so you don't hurt yourself.
Thank you. I'm only allowed in the dog cage if, never mind, I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
I just realized there's a certain point where I have to draw the line for YouTube.
Do you want to guest star in my OnlyFans?
No! I have teased the idea of like doing an OnlyFans, but just memeing on there. So it would literally just be meme pictures in there. I'm gonna take a picture every time I finish taking a shit. I'm just gonna take the DSLR out,
no.
get the lighting out, get the, you know, I'll make sure the bowl is real sparkly and clean, so it's like a nice porcelain backdrop. I'll frame it up real nice, and then we'll take a picture. I'll post it on OnlyFans, and then with it, I'll say everything I ate 24 hours prior to taking that shit.
The thing with like,
And-
I feel like the
and-
thing with shit fetishes is that they have to know who's taking it. Like,
Yeah, that's
I feel
the
like,
most important part.
yeah, I feel like they have to know who it is. Like if there was
Nah.
somebody out there who wanted to eat Belle Delphine's shit they would have to know was her.
And they would eat her shit. And
Yeah.
but listen, like, what if mine was just a big shit diary? You know, you could pay like
Can we change
like
the
$1.
subject?
Can I keep rolling with this meme?
No, it's over.
We're gonna
This
change
is
it.
done
Too
for.
much poopy. I've always wanted to make my own podcast, call it Nano Thoughts, and it'd be like my thoughts, and then you guys can be the thoughts, you know?
Oh yes, I would love that. I would love to be.
Wait, you want
want
to upload that to BoredHouse?
You think it would work? I don't think it would work. I'd have to put it on my channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to put it
Nano
on your
would-
channel. Huh?
Yeah.
No,
But
it's
I'm saying
Nano's
if I did a
podcast.
podcast, it'd be Nano Thoughts.
I feel like
Yeah,
to do a
my thoughts.
podcast, I feel like maybe it's not a podcast. Because how long are you gonna talk for?
Well,
Just gonna be you talking? for
no,
a long time?
ideally, I would want like another guest because like I'm male to female, right? I would want
Yeah.
the co-host to be female to male.
Ooh.
And then we can talk about like, hey, the differences of like the stuff going
Transition
out, you know?
stuff, Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You
That's
hear that,
very
gamers?
interesting.
Looking for a female to male? Is that what you just said? There's a job opening. There's a job opening, you schlebs. Get in here.
I get my left and my right confused, so when I say male to female, I get all that confused too.
Nano
Whenever
is
there's two
willing to
choices.
pay you 3 peanut M&Ms per hour, and that's a promise and a guarantee. So that's a promise and a guarantee. Minimum 3 peanut M&Ms per hour. Only yellow peanut M&Ms.
I put in
Only
the comments if you're
special
interested.
edition Star Wars yellow peanut M&Ms from 2003.
Have
That
you
is
guys
all
ever
Nano will
bought,
be sending you. What?
Like, have you guys ever considered buying bulk singular candy colors?
No, because
can-
I think
Mhm.
you need OCD if you're doing that. I mean, you have OCD, and you shouldn't do that.
I don't have OCD. Thank God.
Where's the satisfaction if you don't get to sort the colors into different piles and then on your desk and then suck them up like a goddamn Dyson just off the fucking desk? Because that's the kind of life I live, and I
It's the
enjoy that life.
flavor. It's just for the flavor of it.
Yeah. Nothing like leaving like a little trail of saliva behind where you were vacuuming up the M&Ms off your desk at 2:30 in the morning by yourself in a dark apartment.
Nice.
Totally nice, dude. No, I wouldn't buy. I don't know. I wouldn't buy bulk candy because then I would wind up eating the bulk candy.
Right.
So I wouldn't buy that.
I've seen the results. I already told Nano if Nano gave me her address, I would send her bulk candy also. I would do it. No hesitation.
Do I have your address, Nano? You should give me your address.
You want to send me stuff?
Yeah.
Send you a rock. You want a Californian rock?
We'll trade
Nano.
addresses.
I
We'll
have
trade
a rock
addresses.
collection. I'm not joking. I have a rock collection.
I can't offer you an Orlando rock because there's none.
There's just no rocks?
I just have
I have to go to
swamps
the.
over
What
there.
I would do is I'd much rather go to the beach and get you like an Atlantic Ocean shell, like something really nice, like
That'd
a
be really cool, and I can send you like a Pacific shell.
Hell yeah! All right, we got. Do you hear that, gamers? Now we're gonna swap addresses, and in 2 years we'll finally accomplish the thing we're
If
talking about
anybody-
right now.
The shell swamp.
If anybody's interested in buying a Pacific Ocean rock, let me know, and then I'll charge you like $20, and I'll send you a rock.
Nano heading down to Lowe's to buy a bag of pebbles.
Garden pebbles.
Fucking suckers.
You can have a pet rock, and I can draw a face on it, and it'll put it on your shelf, and people are gonna be like, "What is that?" And it's like weird and quirky. It'll pop up.
Nice. That is a good
Hell
business.
yeah.
Remember pet
A
rocks
Nano
were-
rock.
Pet rocks were
Question.
in the 70s, so I think it's time.
All right, here's my idea. When I launch Nano merch,
Mm-hmm.
I can sell rocks from my house. So like people will be like, "Oh, I want a T-shirt and I want a rock."
Yeah.
I can give them a rock.
Yeah, I think that's
You gonna
a really good
when you
idea.
do merch, are you planning to do print on demand? Are you doing like a Teespring kind of thing? Or are you thinking of like, oh,
I
let me bulk buy the T-shirts and store them and then send them out because
I wouldn't bulk buy it. Hell no. If
Okay.
I was like massive, like top 1% of content creators, then sure.
Interesting. You can get like
Mhm,
OnlyFans shirts that like promo yourself. I've seen Trisha with them.
Listen, Trisha having something is not an example of why you should have something. That's an example of why you should not have something.
Trisha's- Yeah, she's such a hard worker. What do you mean? I love her.
She
Well, she
actually
didn't
is
work
a
hard enough. Yeah, you know what? You're right. She did work. She worked too hard at wiping her ass and left a bunch of shit on there.
She did. She did have butt particle toilet
I
paper.
would wipe
Who
her
ha-
butt.
Who hasn't that happened to? Come on.
I refuse to let Trisha Paytas exist anymore without that being brought up every time her name enters any sentence or a conversation.
I mean, she made her money, and we all saw the pictures, so.
It's
I
true.
saw her badge.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there was like toilet paper left over on her coochie.
Ew.
People were like, "Oh, it's lint." It was not lint. You could clearly see it was toilet paper.
That bitch had that one ply. You know what I mean?
It's true.
She got that one ply. She spends a lot of money on everything but the toilet paper. She got that one ply.
Oh my god.
You know how I said we shouldn't talk about poop?
Well, now we're talking about one ply. We're back.
We literally came back to it. This is awful. This is horrible. You know what? We don't have.
Welcome to the poop house. Welcome to the poop house podcast.
Poop fetish here. Okay, I promise you that. I hope.
But it's
right?
funny, and then we talk about funny things, and it's funny.
Poo poo pee
And
pee is hilarious. It will never not be.
You got
funny.
it's 100%. You gotta lighten up. You know, you gotta enjoy that.
Pee pee
You gotta
pee pee.
you really gotta enjoy that poop. You know, you really gotta just dig in, just face first into that. You know, dive into it.
Stop.
Really enjoy
Stop right now.
that feces. You want me to stop?
I hate it here.
Yeah. No, what were we talking about? We were talking about Nano merch. Nano, I'm excited. You should do merch. Yeah.
I think
Be cool.
because you can't you can't go try hard on merch. I feel like if it's just all natural, like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we did this? And everybody's like, yes. You can't just like force it and be like a logo. I feel like it's gotta be what the people want. You can't just be like, I want a nice logo, and it's like,
That's kind of what I want to do, like with Mingus, that stupid little koala. Just like get pins and stickers and
I think it's
little
be
like
cute.
patches. Just because it's like a cute thing, not tied to anything, that would be really fun. But like, as soon as I have money, I know I'm gonna have like a little bit of money saved up. I'm gonna send out to get pins made for some art I have of him to see how they would look.
I would buy that. I'd buy all of them.
Just it's a lot of money to start making merch and stuff. Quite an investment.
Mm-hmm.
You can make
That might
buttons
be
from
true.
home. Buttons are easy. You get like the little
you can.
stamp machine.
You could, yeah, that's true.
I remember when I wanted to be a police officer, we'd make our own badges. So we had like a little like we'd print out a picture and just like stamp it onto a button.
Interesting.
Like
Really?
anybody can do it, yeah. And then those were like our rank badges. It was super cringe.
Wow, that's cool.
That is cool.
I see that a lot.
Yeah,
where, like, people are like, "Oh, you can start and make it yourself," but the thing that costs money is getting into it. Like, it's like,
Oh yeah, getting all the supplies and stuff.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
It's like I watch Evan and Caitlin on YouTube, and they're like, "You could do this really easily," and I'm like, "Bitch, you got a $300 saw." I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
all the
garage is worth
resources.
like $80,000 all said and done. Not really. It's probably worth a
Yeah.
lot less, but like, come
But
on,
a lot of
it's tens of
people don't
thousands of
think
dollars
about
worth of
that.
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to be a maker when you have everything to be a maker. But I guess
Yeah.
you have to start somewhere. If you want to get there, you have to build up a supply of shit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Merch is complicated.
It is.
Merch is complicated. But maybe that's a topic for a future podcast. You know why?
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 Because we're all out of time. We're all out of time for this podcast.
Oh no.
That was fast.
That
I
was
know.
fast.
It was really fast. It was an hour and a half though.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. So Nano,
Oh.
if people want to come find you, I know that they could go to youtube.com/nano, which there's going to be a link in the description for that. And
I
we'll
would
also
just
put
say I'll give you one link and it'll have all my stuff. I'm gonna die.
Oh, you want
I'll
to put
give
the
you
link
one
tree down there?
Yeah.
We
basically.
could put the link tree down there for Nano. There's going to be a
We'll put it
link
down
tree
there.
in the description for Nano, guys. If you want
Because
to
if
go
I tell you like youtube.com/nano or nano 4 times, you're gonna be like, how many nanos? You know,
It's true.
Exactly.
it's 4 nanos.
I will definitely have to have Nano back in the future, right, Nano?
I would love to have Nano back.
I'll have you on
Please.
Nano Thoughts later.
Yes. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Nano thoughts? Of course,
please.
yeah.
100%. Nothing
100%.
but poop talk. Everybody loves that.
If we're the first guests, I will pay you $100. Guys, make it
I will
happen.
not
The GoFundMe is in the
pay
description.
you $100, but I will be appreciative Guys, if you enjoyed this, do me a favor and leave a like. Really appreciate it. But if you do want to really help us out, you should leave a comment, because comments help way more than likes. Right? Nano knows, because Nano's on the YouTube grind, and comments are like super, super helpful. You guys have no idea how incredibly helpful it is for us and the algorithm if you leave a comment on the video. Your comment
what
could
your
literally
favorite
be,
color is.
what is your favorite color? What's your favorite fucking bird? Do you like flowers? Is there a certain flower that you like? Do you like a certain month out of the year? When is your birthday? What's your social security number? What's your credit card number? And the 3 quirky digits on the back. Like, whatever you want to comment, don't comment that.
Wait,
but whatever you
who's
want to
your favorite
comment it
serial
down below.
killer? I want to know that.
Yeah, who's your favorite serial killer? That's
Yeah.
goes with all the other things that I said.
Nano_Nano is my favorite serial killer.
Okay, I'm
100%.
writing that down. I love that.
Writing it down. And then also, if you want to go a step further than leaving a comment, you should write a review for us on Apple Podcasts, because that's also very helpful. It helps us to show up in the search results and all, and I would love you forever.
Mm-hmm. I would too.
Mm-hmm. Is that all the things? I said the
Yeah.
like.
Do you
I
have
said
any
the comment.
parting words?
Subscribe to the channel. Is that good? Subscribe. That's the third thing. The Apple Podcast is the fourth thing. Am I missing any? We're on Twitter. Do we have a Twitter, Germ? Germ, what if we do a podcast, Germ, that's just an hour of us plugging socials?
Let's do it.
What would you
I'm
think of that?
down.
I mean, I have an idea. Germ, I have an idea. We'll talk about it off stream, because then, you know what? Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I have a good idea, Germ.
I'm immediately on board.
Immediately on board. Perfect. This has been fun. Nano, Germ. Till next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.